Welcome to Possum Valley Animal Sanctuary, with sustainable gardens nestled among West Australian bush. And of course, meet the goats and the sheep and rescued animals and wildlife cared for by Chris and Mark, the founders. I hope you enjoy this class. Roll out your mat when you're ready and let's get started. Hi guys, welcome to this stress relief stretch class amongst the goats. When you're ready, come on over to a standing position. We're going to bend softly through the knees and exhale, roll up through the spine. Inhale, big sweep of the hands overhead, and exhale, nod chin to chest, slowly rolling down for our standing roll downs. Take a hold of either elbow and start to sway the body left and right, bending the knees as much as you need here. Allow the head to be heavy and then release the hands down. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, big sweep of the hands overhead. Exhale, nod chin to chest. Rolling back down. Grab a hold of either elbow and sway gently again in this ragdoll. Decompressing through the spine, lengthening through the neck, and then hands down. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, big sweep. Exhale, nod chin to chest and lower through the body. Turn to face the long side of your mat and step your feet out nice and wide into a wide-legged fold. Grab a hold of either elbow if that's comfortable, and again add that ragdoll sway. You can bend your knees here generously if you need, and really let the head be loose and heavy. Holding in center just for a breath in. And then exhale, take the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers and start to guide the knuckles away from you and down towards the floor. If you can't quite reach either hand, if you can't quite interlace those fingers, you can just stay in a ragdoll. Otherwise, you'll be feeling a really deep stretch here through the shoulders. And then release, and then take your left hand over to the outside of your right foot and reach your top hand up towards the sky, twisting from the belly button and getting a beautiful rotation stretch through the spine. You can look up if it's okay for your neck, or down towards the mat. Inhale, exhale, release and switch. So right hand over to the outside of the left foot, reaching up through your top hand, and again trying to find the twist from the belly button. Inhale, can you pull a little more through that hand on the foot to come deeper, and then release your body down. From here, bend part way into the right knee, or if your body allows, you can come all the way down into a full side lunge. You want to make sure here that your hips are down, your right foot is fully grounded, and your left toes are up towards the sky. Hands together in prayer. Start to push your right elbow into your right knee, opening into that right hip. Or if you need, you could always keep the hands down on the ground for a little bit more support. If you want more, push that right tricep into the knee, ground the right hand and reach the left fingertips up towards the sky. Big breath in, rotating again. Exhale, sinking a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen, open through the body. Exhale, let it go. Take that bent knee down to the floor now. Keep your leg, the front leg, extended in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, start to walk your way out into a comfortable hamstring stretch for yourself. So if you need to stay upright, that's fine. If you want to come a little further, or if you can reach the toes, that's also great. And even if you can't reach that front foot, play with flexing the toes and feeling a stretch through the calf and the Achilles. Holding here and breathing. allowing the body to soften a little deeper if you can. And then inhale, sitting yourself tall. Ground your hands and walk your way forward to a runner's lunge. Shuffle so that your front knee is aligned over your front ankle, and then take your hands onto your top thigh, or your front thigh, sorry, or if you need, keep your hands on the ground for a little more support. Think about opening through that back hip, extending through the body to get a little more length on the hip flexor. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Come on down with the hands. Keep the back knee bent and walk your weight back to the back knee. Inhale, lengthen the body. The front knee can be straight or slightly bent if you need. And exhale, fold it forward. Again, stretching that front hamstring. If you can release your inside hand, flex your front foot and pull a little bit on the toes to release again into the foot, into the calf. Try to make sure those hips are square here, so pull your right hip back. Inhale. Exhale, take your hands in front. Pivot back over, bending into that right side lunge. Inhale, big stretch. Exhale, and switching sides. So staying halfway up or lowering all the way down into that left hip, left foot on the floor, right toes up. And then hands go together. Push your left elbow into your left knee. Keep sinking low through the hips if that's okay for your body. Lengthening up through the crown of the head. And then if you would like a little bit more, we're going to take it into a rotation stretch. So push your left knee a little wider with your left tricep. Reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Again, we are rotating here. We're opening the body, we're opening through the hips. Breathing nice and deep. Inhale. Exhale, release, sit the bottom down. Pivot that back knee in. Inhale. Exhale, walk your way to a comfortable forward fold over that straight leg. Again, whether you can grab the toes or whether you can't, you can always flex them and get a little deeper into the low leg and into the foot. Stay here and breathe. We've got a beautiful internal rotation stretch on that back hip as well. And then when you're ready, walk your way on up, come forward into that runner's lunge, hands down or hands up on the front thigh, and then square your hips up. Nice. Stretching through that back hip flexor. Opening through the chest, opening and lengthening through the body. Finding the breath. Inhale. And exhale, take the hands down. Walk your way back towards the back knee. Flex your front foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe you soften and fold if that feels right for you. Again, add a little pull on the toes. Make sure the hips are square and allow the body to soften over that front leg. So just trying to let go of tension and stress. Inhaling deeply and exhaling to melt a little deeper. And then take your hands back in front, pivot over to that deep lunge on the left side, opening into a rotation stretch one more time, and then exhale, let it go. Lift your way on up to a plie squat position with your knees above your ankles. Push your knees wide and drop your left shoulder in through center, so that we're opening into the inner thighs as we push the knees apart, and we're rotating into the spine and stretching a little bit into the shoulders here. Look over your back shoulder. Keep sinking low into the hips. Keep the pressure out on the knees, and then switch. Lengthen through center. Exhale, twisting over, dropping that right shoulder in. Breathing in. Exhale, soften the knees a little wider, and then come back through center, hands come down, shuffle the feet in, holding our body down either halfway or all the way down for a deep squat. So shuffle the feet into a comfortable position and then add a little movement left and right. Take your hands together, push your elbows into your knees, opening up into the hips, lengthening up through the spine, getting a beautiful release into the hips and the low back here. Keep the heels down so you're stretching through the ankles. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your way down to your bottom. Cross your legs or sit in a comfortable position. We're going to take a side stretch up and over to the right, either looking up towards the elbow or down towards the floor. Again, just tuning into what's better for your neck here. Breathing in to stretch between the ribs and exhale through center. Inhale up and over to the left now. So big side stretch for the right side body. Inhale, fill the lungs with air. Exhale, come back through center. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep the hands wide and up, stretching through the body. Exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you feel a little bit of relief, and I'll see you soon. If you enjoyed this class, please like and subscribe and consider donating to Possum Valley Animal Sanctuary to support Mark and Chris's wonderful work. In the meantime, enjoy some funny, candid moments of what it was truly like filming this Pilates amongst the goats and the sheep.